Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World, and welcome to my first video where I'm going to be talking about adventures. Now, you guys have already seen, I have a couple of videos where we took a first look at it. I did my first mission, and I was actually going to wait a whole week before I made this video talking about, how I felt about it. But there's so much to talk about adventures that I want to make this video now to give you guys my opinion, my analysis, even a little bit of a rant about ventures. So we're gonna jump into it, guys, but first, thank you so much for all of you watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Are awesome and incredible. Thank you so much, and a huge thank you to Ridge Wallet. This video is brought to you by the Ridge Wallet. It's a light, sleek, and industrial. It doesn't fold or awkwardly bulge in your back pocket, and it seriously has changed my whole pocket situation. It really has. It's made with RFID blocking technology, which is so important now to protect from those digital pickpocketers nowadays. And it holds up to 12 cards plus room for cash. I've got like 5 or 6 cards here right now, and it's really cool because if you guys see here, there's this little cutout on the bottom. All you got to do is put your thumb in there or your finger in there, and that's it. Your cards come out, and then you just snap them back in there. And in the back, it has a cool little nifty. I have the little belt on there for cash. Currently, I don't have any cash in there. I've got a little IOU from Little Burr. He took all my cash. It's there. There's over 30 colors and styles, including the carbon fiber one that's right there, and this titanium burnt one, which is the one that I got. It's gorgeous. Every single time I pull this out, I get compliments about it. It's really awesome. And it's got over 30,000 5-star reviews. The durable material means that each wallet comes with a lifetime guarantee, so you could buy one and carry it for life. And the Ridge team is so confident that you're going to like it and love it that they'll let you test drive one for 45 days. And if you don't like it, you can send it back for a full refund. Which, trust me, I don't think you will. It's really awesome. I am loving mine, and definitely it's going to be what I'm going to be giving a lot of people for Christmas and birthdays because they're really awesome. And the people at Ridge Wallet, they've been so awesome that they've actually even given me my own code. I have my own code. So if you go to ridge.com/Pigginatti /PGNT, Pigginatti, PGNT. If you go there and you use code PGNT, you get 10% off. Plus free worldwide shipping, plus free returns. It's awesome, guys. I know you're going to love it if you try it. So thank you very much to Ridge Wallet for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's keep going, guys. Ventures. Let's talk about ventures. There is a lot to talk here. There's a lot of decompress. There's a lot to go over. But let me start by saying that even though, as you guys can see here on my account, I'm only level 4 on this account. For those of you who know me, for those of you who've been around a while, you know that I do have multiple accounts. This is my main account, my Pigginatti account, my DUJ2 account. This is the account where I make videos on. This is what I focus on, and it is indeed my main account. I have all of my, this is the account I have the most days logged in. This is the account where I have most of my schematics. My other accounts I've done mostly just more for testing purposes and stuff like that. But I will say this though, I have really jumped in on it on other accounts. The reason for this is because Ventures brings an entirely new aspect of gameplay, and that's what I kind of want to talk about. I want to, like I said, there's a lot to decompress here, so let me start by, and also the other thing too is that while I've been working, I've been watching. You guys know I never really watch other content creators, especially on YouTube. I don't watch other people's YouTubes who are making, people who do save the world, because I don't want to inadvertently steal or copy, steal one of their ideas, copy one of their ideas, something like that. But I will say, and I will say that in the past week, I've actually more than that, the past couple of weeks, I've been watching a lot more content creators, a lot more streamers on Twitch and YouTube, and mostly Twitch. And the reason for this is because ever since the changes to version 13, there have been, with the Metal Team Leader Pack and all that, there has been a ton of new people to save the world, which I gotta say, awesome. Super awesome. Super exciting. It's just it makes me so happy to see so many new content creators breathing fresh, life into Save the World, and it's amazing. I really, really encourage it. I really like seeing it. So there's been so many different people playing Ventures in slightly different ways. A lot of really cool setups. I'm actually still using my original setup, which actually on another accounts I can't because I don't have all the heroes to make the setup. I'll show you guys the setup I'm currently using. Where is she? There she is. I'm using Gadgeteer. That's not her. I'm using Gadgeteer. I'm using the Gadgeteer setup just because I get a good amount of fragments. I get a good amount of movement. I get a good amount of everything around, and I'm also really farming with this setup. So personally, for me, I gotta say, I guess the main question is, do I like Ventures? I'm gonna be perfectly frank and say no. For me personally, Ventures is not something I am super excited about. I know there's a lot of people who are very, very excited about Ventures, and you know what? I'm not gonna knock it. It's a good concept. It's like what's it called? It's like if you have like a really awesome engine inside of the same old car. Or like okay, let's say you have a PS2, but you put inside of it all of the motherboard and all the things for a PS5, kind of like that. It's got really, really great innards, but the outside is just the same old thing. So let me explain what I mean by that. Personally, for me, I think that Ventures is going to be very frustrating for me because it is, and this is a cool thing, the good thing about it, I guess, is that they have fixed a lot. Okay, and this right now is just my rambling thoughts videos, guys. I will have another video where I'm going to organize all these. I'm going to give you like bullet points, but this, to me, Ventures right now is a very, very, they did wonderful. If Ventures was Save the World, if Ventures was just Save the World, they fixed the trading system. They fixed the trading problem. They fixed the replayability. You guys know I've been talking about replayability for so long now, and in Ventures you have that replayability. How do you have it? Well, the fact that you can't use any of your schematics, but you can use your heroes. So something that you can't already share, you can't share heroes. But in the schematics, you are forced to run around looking for the perfect schematic. Now, I've had a lot of conversations with people. I've been talking with Titan over and over about this. And yeah, I mean, you could spend so much time running around looking for the perfect schematic. And so you can go hit a bunch of those machines and hope that you get the perfect one with the perfect rolls. RNG is back. RNG is back in Save the World in that sense. And someone like me who will be focusing mostly on the missions just to get up and then farm to try and look for a really good schematic to help carry me a little bit more throughout the game. Or throughout the Ventures. So in that sense, two huge problems with Save the World have been fixed in this Ventures mode. The fact that you can't trade, you can't have all those issues, you're just trying to get the mission done. Nothing that you do is really going to carry over into the main game, although it will carry within Ventures, but nothing will carry into the main game. That fixes that problem. And the fact that you get to continue, that does fix a lot of their playability for now. Once people get into the higher levels, once people finish the 50 levels and get everything, that replayability is gonna kind of go out the window, because for the 50 levels there's a lot of people who have done some really good graphics and stuff like that. I believe someone that I saw is Ray from Save the World, Ray from STW on Twitter. Someone sent me, people have been sending me a lot of stuff, but I saw they made a really cool graphic, where it kind of showed where everything is and how you get everything. And if you look at the graphic, it's really good. I'm not going to show it here right now because I don't have their permission to show it. You guys know I definitely like to talk to people first before that. I'm going to reach out to them, see if they give me permission to use it. But they made a really good graphic showing where you get all the superchargers, where you get everything. So from that point of view, it does look like a really good battle Pass kind of style. And again, like I said, I'll talk about this in the future. And I do want to make a video like after like the first week or 2 weeks of playing Ventures, and make more of a I want to make more of a structured video, not so much rambling. But I had to get all this out to you guys. So if you look at it from that point of view, yeah, the rewards are pretty okay. It looks pretty well established. But it also shows an indication of what I guess is going to be the bad of Ventures. And like I said, we talked first. I think the good of Ventures is that it's a very, very good way for it's a wonderful mode. It's a new game mode that actually would have been really good released as an entirely different mode alongside BR Creative and Save the World, kind of like a stepping stone from BR to Save the World. I think that would have been wonderful if they would have done that, but obviously that's not what they were focusing on. And it shows really good. It does really good, of covering the whole trading problem. Replayability really does get amped there until you get into the higher levels. Once you've gotten all the rewards and gotten to the higher levels, people are just going to be bored of it too, and I don't really see people grinding out more. I think that the whole point of Ventures is just to do the 50 levels. If you want to do more after, you can, but getting those rewards from the 50 levels is the key. That's the key of the whole Ventures thing. And I guess the last good thing is for people who are like me, or for veteran players. For the veteran player to have something to use their time in because they don't have anything else to do in Save the World at this point. This is a new, fresh, replayable way to continue playing Save the World. And more importantly, for the veteran player. And again, like I said, a lot of what I'm saying here right now is going to be good for some and bad for some. For the veteran player, it's very good because we get to use this vast pool of heroes that we have. We're going to get to make, and I've seen some really interesting setups. You're going to be able to make some really, really awesome setups as you get up higher and you get better weapons. You're going to be able to trade out the Outlander setups and those setups that are going to carry you at the beginning into more powerful setups. For example, if you get a very good LMG later on, you're going to be able to use stacks. So like what's a crack shot and those stack setups. So there's a lot of really cool stuff. If I happen, I'm really hoping to get a zap. I got a good zap on one account. I hope to get a zap on this account once I really start hitting Ventures. A really good zap, and I want to go ahead and make a really good zap hero, like a Outlander / zap. So there's a lot of replayability in that sense. There's a lot of content in that sense, a lot of good in that sense. Now the bad, which actually is going to just reflect a lot of the good. The bad, first and foremost, is that once you're done with the 50 levels, once you've accomplished everything, you're going to kind of just be waiting till the next season. And as we've been told, you're going to get wiped out. We're going to wipe out and start again from level 1 in the next season. Now, I don't know if that's something that should happen. I kind of feel like, yeah, you know what? Take people back to power level 1, or maybe a little, not so low. But I think it would be really awesome if they gave people the chance to, maybe lock in some of their favorite weapons. You know what I mean? Like if you have a weapon that you found that's really, really good, maybe you get to lock it for the next season. And maybe you don't get to use it till a certain level. Maybe it's a legendary one and you won't be able to use it to a certain level, but it'll be there waiting for you, which would be really good. But the fact that everything is going to get completely wiped out, I think for a lot of players, both veteran and new, it's going to be a little discouraging. Now, the only way that I think they can fix this is if they leave enough time between ventures for people to, get excited. And let's say with version 14, wow, I can't believe it. But let's say with version 14, at the beginning of version 14, Ventures goes away. And then, let's say 2 or 4 weeks later, like a month later, Ventures comes back. It'll be enough time that people will have forgotten about that and get excited enough to do it again and to grind out the rewards. That's the second bad thing that I feel about Ventures. The rewards in itself it's kind of like they took something that has a lot of potential, or kind of like I'm sure some of you may understand this analogy, but whenever you say they took the cure and they turned it into a 30-year treatment, It's kind of like that. That's kind of how it feels. Supercharging items, supercharging heroes, weapons and survivors mostly, and traps too, but weapons and survivors. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever to be able to get through ventures, all the superchargers and all the materials to be able to max out a lot of the things that we want. And I gotta be honest with this here. It's too slow. It's way too slow. I feel like they may introduce or they may give chargers, superchargers, and other materials. I think they might give those in future packs that we might buy. Like, imagine if you could buy for like $5 or $10 a pack of superchargers, to supercharge stuff. Yes, it will be very much a kind of pay to win kind of thing. But you know what? Honestly, it is a premium game. It's a premium game, and in games like that, you do have that. You get the capacity to do it, from grinding or waiting, or you can just go ahead and get it right away. An example is Battle Breakers. For those of you who play Battle Breakers, in Battle Breakers, they will provide heroes for purchasing at the beginning, but then later down the line, weeks or months, you're able to just grind out that hero as well. Or that character as well. So in that sense, it's just a matter of what do you have? You have time or money, and you can spend either into the game to get something. So from that point of view, I kind of feel like that's not a bad thing. Now, the last thing, because there's a lot of other things that I want to talk about in Ventures, but the last thing that I want to talk about that's kind of bad in Ventures is going to be, like I said before, with the good thing, is the whole hero situation. This Ventures for veterans will be a great positive. For the newer player, the players that have just gotten the Metal Team Leader pack, have just started playing Save the World, they have, in no way are they going to have all of the heroes needed to be able to build all these awesome setups, which kind of makes me feel and think that, man, they really need to, like, if you're a newer player, get all the heroes you can. I've always been recommending that from a long time. Buy as many of the event heroes as you possibly can. Some of these heroes, like Fleetfoot Ken or Machinist Harper, they're just available in the regular collection book, which is also something else. If you can actually make some pretty good setups here, like the Commando Spitfire setup, you can make some pretty good setups by just recruiting with you can recruit with Flux. You can recruit a lot of these heroes with Flux, which is really good. And there's some really good setups you can build here, but there are going to be some setups you're going to need specific heroes and event heroes. So for that, I do really hope that Epic is going to be true to their whole saying that, we're going to be more on the rotating schedule. If we are going to be on a better rotating schedule, then we're going to see more of these heroes, and people are going to be able to purchase more of them. But that will really help, because right now it's going to be very negative if you don't have the specific loadouts you see other people use, and if there's one that's really awesome, you're going to be waiting who knows how long. Now, that's the other part. Yes, we are going to be getting, I think there's one hero voucher and one weapon voucher in here. So who do you get for that? And that's the other part. Again, the part that we need communication from Epic, because it's going to be really bad if, let's say, you really want to get the Gadgeteer. If you really want to use a setup that I'm currently using, again, don't look at Finn, but if you really want to use it and you want to get Undercover Buzz, well, you could go ahead and use your hero voucher on that. So you go over to the event people. I was actually testing out Kurohomura. Has a really good venture setup. I've been having a lot of fun with it. But yeah, if you go over here and you get into the, what are they again, the Spy Heroes? Yeah, Spy Heroes. So in the Spy Heroes Undercover Buzz, you could go ahead, I have two of them, I don't know, you could recruit it with your hero recruitment voucher. But what if you do that and then next week or 2 weeks from now or even a month from now, she comes back in the shop? So that's going to be another thing where I will say this right now, and I will recommend this in the future. If you really want the hero right now, and if in the patch notes you don't see it coming anytime soon, just go ahead and get it. Even if it comes back soon, you can go ahead and buy it and have one for your collection book. I gotta say, honestly, it's better to have it now and use it than just be hoping and waiting that it might show up. But then again, we're only going to get one hero recruitment voucher. So this is basically, and this is where I want to wrap this up, the way that Ventures kind of feels, the way that the rewards kind of feels, it feels like this is years and years worth. It's just It's dozens of months, dozens of ventures worth of grinding to get the materials to basically level everything up. So that's why I kind of feel like there are going to be more ways. There are going to be these rewards in other things. Maybe they're going to be rewards in event shop or in the rewards in regular events. I kind of feel like we're going to see all of these rewards be introduced a little bit more, or kind of like the mythic leads. Maybe one day you're going to go into Twine Peaks and you're going to see like a mission here where, oh, there's going to be a supercharger there or something like that. So, or a core perk. So there's going to be, I kind of feel like they're going to have to do that, because if not, it's just going to be way too slow of a grind. It's going to be way too long. It's not going to work. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I know that I've missed a couple of things that I want to talk about, but I really just wanted to get all of this out and talk with you guys. Do I enjoy ventures? Like I said at the beginning, no, I really don't. I'm playing it, and I will say this: once I start playing it, it does get very addictive. It does give me something to do. It's really cool. But then I remember that all of the materials I'm grinding, all the time that I'm spending, it's not doing anything for me in the main game, and that kind of brings me down. Now, do I want to grind these ventures fast to get the rewards? Yes. Once I get to level 50 and get all the rewards, I really don't think I'm going to keep playing it, guys. It does have a serious chunk of replayability though, and gameplay. Most people, you're going to be looking at about 80 hours of gameplay to finish all the supercharging stuff. So if you're someone like me who takes hours and hours farming, because I forget that that's what I'm not supposed to be doing, that it's going to be 2 or 3 times that amount of time. So I got to focus, I got to stay on track and realize that I just need to grind this out and get myself those supercharged. I need to get all the supercharged. I need to get all the rewards. I need to complete all 50 levels of the rewards and focus more on my main game, because that's the reason why I don't like it. That's the reason why I'm not really enjoying ventures that much. Everything that I'm doing, I know in the back of my mind is going to go away. Everything I'm doing, I know is going to disappear at the end of the season. And I got to be honest, I got to start working on this account more, because I'm really enjoying ventures from that, that replayability kind of side of point of view, but I'm wasting time. I'm wasting energy. I got to focus on this account. I just got to focus on leveling up, and I have to be okay with the fact that at the end of this venture season, everything's going to go away. Like I said, it'd be really awesome if maybe they gave us a little bit of a boost in the next one, or if you find a really great weapon that you can just lock in and keep it till the next season. Something like that I feel would be really awesome, because I know there's some people out there who have found some amazing weapons, and I know that they're going to be really bummed out when they have to lose them and start from scratch in the next one. So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. This, like I said, was just a ranty kind of stream of consciousness and thoughts. I just wanted to give you guys all of my thoughts on Venture so far, how I feel about it, what I think about it. And yeah, I'm going to be making another video soon where I'm going to just do the pros and cons and kind of just, like itemize them all and play a little bit more and see how I feel. But again, at the end of the day, don't forget, guys, it's all about fun. So if you're having fun playing Ventures, don't listen to me. Don't listen to anyone else. As long as you're having fun, that's what matters. If Ventures is fun to you, you play away and have fun. And don't forget that if you're rushing through Ventures and you're just trying to get to level 50 and you're trying to finish everything and consume all the new content, don't forget that it's going to go away. Once you're done, you're done. If you're rushing to finish something, don't be surprised when you finish it and then you have nothing else to do. So that's just a little bit of advice there. Just be careful with that. If you just pace yourself if you want to, don't go crazy and do nothing but Ventures too. Just make sure to get outside, breathe in a little fresh air, of course, with your mask. Don't forget, be safe. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. And I know one thing that I just realized that I didn't really talk about was my analogy of putting something new and something old. Really quick, basically what I say about that is that apart from the new modifier, there's nothing else. Ventures is a new look. It's got a cool little new pin on the map, right? Blasted Badlands, but there's nothing different. I think that because it was the Blasted Badlands, I think it would have been awesome if you go into a city and all the buildings are wrecked. Like everything is old and broken down and destroyed. You go into like a ghost town, and it's like covered in sand, and it's like everything has just been like everything's kind of like been radiated kind of thing. Like I think that would be really good if, and all that would have taken, well, I know it still would have taken a lot of time and effort, but I kind of feel like just going into a mission, even calling it something new, calling it Blasted Badlands, calling it Ventures, calling it all these different things, and yes, having a new modifier is nice, but it's just it's something new wrapped in the same old wrapper, and that really can mess with you. That can really mess with you. So even if they just put a different light filter, honestly, if they had put a different light filter or on this whole thing, and everything would have looked kind of dark or like greenish or something like that, put that matrix filter on it. If they had done something like that, it would have made you feel like you were in somewhere different, somewhere new. All the buildings all destroyed and everything all crumbling, I think would have been awesome. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for supporting, guys. I really appreciate it. Huge thanks to Ridge, the Ridge Wallet, for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it, guys. Go check them out. Link in the description. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.